Alright. This should be recording. It should be streaming and stuff. I'm going to start the recording as well so that I can upload this later to the freaking Nothing in Mind channel. I'm going to turn up my mic for their end of things and turn up your guys's. Alright, let's friggin' look. Alright, yay, we're live.
Yay!
Yay.
Are
A
we
stream
on
that none of
Suzaki?
us are really prepared for.
Nope.
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay, visibility, everything's cool. Okay, safe.
I am attempting to get chat up
Yeah.
if I can. Hold on, give me a moment.
Ooh, I need to edit the name. This is episode 6. Oh my gosh, we're already 6 episodes in.
Ah! I tried to prepare, but I got distracted because I'm trying to adopt a dog, so.
Heard that.
I want to name him Blitzo.
Ah.
Wait, is it gonna be like a spotty one? Do they have a like a quote unquote fur mark on their thing on their face?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know what dog yet. I'm just starting to, I've had to get my house in order.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, well, I am going to get our newest member of the Discord up. A little robot that I created over the little afternoon while in my spare time at work. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Nim. Standing for Nothing in Mind.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Nim. Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to be taking care of any sound. His internet is still spotty. I'm still working on him and everything. But yeah, he's going to be providing us with music, I guess, as we get into the mysteries of some of this one case that I specifically asked for us to somewhat try and research a little bit, even though it'll probably be me doing a lot of the talking, the premising, and then we'll talk about it all together and stuff. So without further ado, Nim, can you please start us off with some music? Thank you, my friend. Alright, so now that we got some spooky music going and we're getting on here, welcome to the scary door. Little reference there. Yeah, his internet's spotty. But yeah, so in English over the past few weeks, we've been going over this case. And it's interests me, and it's piqued my interest and everything, because I just want to know your guys' thoughts on it as I run through this murder case with you guys. It's really interesting. So, let me set the scene. Nim, can you please continue playing music? Please? No? You gonna stop for some reason? Okay, cool. Anyway. There it is! So, the murder case of Hae Min Lee. She was murdered in 1999, supposedly by her ex-boyfriend, Adnan. So, she was supposedly strangled in her car, which doesn't really make sense as I start to get into the story. So the day was a normal day of school. Everything was fine. Adnan and Hae Min Lee had broken up after a supposedly long and healthy relationship. They kind of were on and off and things, but the breaking point for them seemed to be after the prom, where Adnan's family found out that he was dating this girl, in which he is from a heavily religious family of, I believe, Muslims. And they stormed in on the dance, broke them apart, and they were separated for the rest of the night. And that was pretty much the end of the relationship. They were still kind of on and off from there, but it was typical high school relationship. Anyway, one day at school, or normal day, everything's kind of fine. Annan's kind of looking for a ride, and he ends up getting held up at school and can't get a ride. Well, he did ask Heyman Lee for a ride and everything. But he got held up, so he couldn't get a ride with her. She ended up leaving school, supposedly alone, left in her car, saw a lunch lady to grab some food, and then left, and then she was never seen again. So supposedly, Jay, one of Adnan's friends, saw her body in the back of Adnan's car, in which Jay's testimony kind of follows this story. So, Jay picked up Adnan from track practice, and wait, no, that's not right. It's Adnan and Jay got in the car together, and they started driving around. Well, they stopped at a mall, and Adnan opened up the boot of the car, the trunk, in which Hayes' body was there. Jay was just kind of, there in shock, standing that why would Adnan do something like this? In pure shock, he helps Adnan dispose of said body, supposedly. Not calling the police for some reason, they go about the night. Knowing this knowledge that there's a body in the back of the car, they just go on. Later, the body is found by a man in a random bush. Well, not in a random bush, behind a log in a park. The Lincoln Park. This park is infamous for finding dead bodies. It is said that when going to Lincoln Park, when you're digging a grave for your own body, you're going to stumble upon someone else's. It was a bit suspicious, though, as the dude that found the body was supposedly just going out for a pee, but he was off from the road quite a bit. In a very specific spot, almost. And the body was really hard to, see. It was under a bunch of bush and everything, and when investigators came to see photos, they would generally ask, "What am I looking at?" And they couldn't see the body. So how could this dude in the middle of the night see the body while for a pee if even investigators couldn't see it on first sight? That's kind of a general premise. I'm not seeing it as best as I could. Trying to make it as smooth as I can. But there's a lot of things to this story that are frustrating, to me at least, because Annan's in prison today for the murder, but it doesn't seem like he committed it for multiple reasons. One, Jay's testimony of everything that he says about Adnan, how some of Jay's testimony includes things like, their relationship was really unhealthy and things, and that Adnan told him multiple times that he was going to kill this girl for breaking up with him and things. Everyone else's story contradicts Jay's. And Adnan was supposedly seen at the library generally around the time that Heyman Lee should have died. But for some reason, a lot of these points weren't brought up in court, and no one knows why. And furthermore, there's the lunch lady that saw Heyman Lee last, and there was nobody in her car or surrounding her car when she last saw her, further disproving that Adnan was guilty. And then there's the fact that it's super uncommon for ex-boyfriends to kill their ex-girlfriends. But it is extremely common for current boyfriends to kill their current girlfriends, in which Heyman Lee's current boyfriend, well, at the time, Dawn, could have had some sparked jealousy, as Hay and Adnan were still hanging out on some occasion. And then there's also the Jay side of things, with Jay and his girlfriend, as Adnan was very close friends with Jay's girlfriend, even to the point where Jay would forget to get her presents, but Adnan would, sparking further jealousy maybe within Jay, maybe leading Jay to have killed Heyman Lee. So these are just little elements here and there. Again, it's super vague because we don't really have a lot of information. They asked all these kids, about a day 2 weeks after the day happened. They're not going to be able to remember it. It was just an ordinary day for all of them. Now you can pull up the case on Wikipedia or whatever as we're kind of thinking about this to further help in this discussion or whatever and what you guys think and stuff. But that's pretty much the general premise of some of the little details that were spread out throughout this case. So I have
very confusing times.
Yeah, very confusing times. I'll pull up the case on Wikipedia and try and find some easier to understand information. So okay. Okay. So here's to give, further premise of this. So it says Heyman Lee, she's Korean, was a student who was last seen alive on January 13th, 1999 in Baltimore City, Maryland. Her body was found 4 weeks later in Lincoln Park. She had been killed by manual strangulation, supposedly by her ex-boyfriend Adnan. And background. So I'm trying to find some useful info here. So the investigation kind of started. No. So homicidal investigation. So yeah. So on February 9th, Lee's partially buried body was discovered by a pass-by in Lincoln Park in Baltimore. In English, we called him Mr. P Mr. S, as he had a criminal record in streaking. This is the dude that found her. And they became a little focused on the dude that reported the body because of his record and things. And it was just kind of in a peculiar spot. And then on February 12th, 1999, the Baltimore City Police Homicide Division received an anonymous phone call suggesting that the investigators should focus on Lee's ex-boyfriend and classmate Adnan Suede. I did not know about this. This is interesting. We did not go over this in class. That is very interesting. One of Said's friends told the police that Said had expressed intentions of killing Lee and stated that he had helped Suede bury Lee's body after Suede confessed to killing her on January 13th. So this must have been Jay that made that phone call. But that's really... But why did he make it anonymous at first? So the...
I'm slowly getting lost.
So, basically... So investigation started on February 9th as her body was kind of found, really started on the homicide investigation. And on February 12th, the police department gets a random phone call. They don't know from whom yet. And saying that they should be focusing on Adnan, who was Lee's ex-boyfriend. And that they said that Adnan had expressed intentions of killing Lee and had actually helped him bury the body. On February 16th, the Baltimore police went through the set of phone records that belonged to Adnan and then arrested him. They didn't really have anything to go off of besides this anonymous phone caller's testimony. That was literally the entire trial, literally his testimony, which makes things very, iffy because literally everyone except Jay has a different testimony, but for some reason weren't brought up into court. So, I'm trying to go through here. Aftermath. Ties murder include victims. Huh. So then, recently, well, not recently, back near 2014, after the Serial podcast on this murder was released, there was DNA testing done, and Adnan's DNA was not found anywhere on her body or in her vehicle. Interesting.
Hmm.
So, and
I,
like,
I,
literally all
I
that I've
smell.
told you is all that they have. And I could try and like run through it again and everything. I can pull out some papers from my English class in which we covered this. But this is literally all the information that we're given. Jay's testimony saying that he did it. Everyone else saying that their relationship was super stable, the typical high school relationship. And then a few little discrepancies in the system in which Adnan actually did go back on his original statement on asking for a ride from Lee. And he changed his story there. But if you look at Jay's statement, I'll try and pull up Jay's statement here. He contradicts himself multiple times. Hello, yours.
Hi, are you streaming already?
Yes, we're
Yes.
live. If you can, oh, hold on. I'm trying to find.
That did go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yes, it did.
That it has. Fears.
Hi.
I may or may not have a thing that you may or may not find very interesting.
You had my curiosity. Now you got my attention.
Okay.
I wonder.
So,
Let me
I'm
set
gonna.
it up real quick,
Yeah.
and then I'll
I've been.
put it up.
Hmm?
So
Who's
I'm
backing
gonna.
up?
What is beeping?
Is that Nim?
I don't know. Maybe. He might be
What?
malfunctioning. I'll try and fix that.
How long have you been streaming?
For a hot minute now.
20.
Huh?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh. I was home. You started way before that. Way before I thought you were gonna start.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
Sorry about that.
I'm not home.
Heard that. Well, I have some of the questions that the police asked Jay, just kind of like about Adnan and Heyman Lee and their relationship and stuff. So, here's one of the questions: what did you know about Adnan and his relationship with Heyman Lee? This is what Jay had to say. I think it was his first real girlfriend. I think that's why his reaction was so strong. I don't think it meant that much to her. I don't think that's wrong. It's high school, you know. She's a high school girl. Oh, she's cute. Oh, whatever. Things fizzle out. I think there was another dude or something or whatever. I really don't know much about their relationship. If they hung out, where they hung out, when they hung out. How do you remember Hay? For our age group, she was really independent. I believe she had a job also, but she seemed to be more mature, like she was 2, 3, 4 years older than us. Like she was a junior in college. The way she moved and went about her day, she just seemed like an older chick who happened to be in high school. She also wasn't on the magnet side of demographic. Um, And then their next question was straight into the meat of things when they say, when did he first talk to you about hurting her? And then he said it was like last week before she died, when she found out, when he found out she was either cheating on him or leaving him. We were in the car, we were riding, smoking. He was he started opening up, and man, it goes on.
Is that a question for me?
No, it's so if you didn't see the stream chat, I kind of wanted you guys, if you could, to kind of research a little bit on this murder case, which seems super like weird all around because there's not enough information to really prosecute anybody, and so they prosecuted and put in jail this girl's ex-boyfriend who died.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been like out driving for the last hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was hoping. I was like, it's gonna be a while before the stream starts. I have time. Well, they didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, yours. Look,
What?
I'm you.
Huh?
Do you see my my camera?
You're what? Hold on.
Are you still driving?
Oh, now I see it.
Yes. Hello.
That's very cool.
Anyway, so something that I found really weird in this. So at some point in this day that Heyman Lee died, Anand loaned his car to Jay, and no one knows why. He just did.
That is.
Which is one of the points that they brought up, that he loaned his car to Jay for some reason. And it's
That
like,
seems.
why did he ask for a ride from Heyman Lee if he had his own car? In which he did go back on his statement and said, why would I ask for a ride from her? I had my own car.
What? But he did though.
But he did,
Can I
yeah.
try
Well,
to come back to you guys.
yeah,
when
you can come
when I'm
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, come back.
But
So,
he did ask though.
but he did ask, yeah. He did ask for a ride, and because that's confirmed by other people, and he goes back on his statement saying, no, I didn't ask for a ride. Why would I have my own car? And then here we have, Jay at least saying that Anand loaned him his car.
Yeah. That's I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, and it's just like these little things.
Yeah.
And it's just these little things here and there that kind of like discrepant things. And sometimes Jay, he goes back on his own statement. He's like, oh, he told me later that week. Oh, he told me that day. Oh, he told me while we were parked out front Best Buy, and he showed me the body. Like, he goes on himself a couple of times like this. And then there's another time where he's like, oh, he showed me in the trunk of his car. And then he goes back on that. And he's like, no, it was in the trunk of her car. And so there's a lot of discrepancies here.
I got lost already. How many cars are there and how many trucks
Okay,
are there?
so there's
So how many?
Okay, so there's two cars involved right now. So there's Heyman Lee's car, and then there's Adnan's car. So Adnan supposedly loaned his car to Jay. We don't really know if that's true or not. At least as far as I know.
Dang,
And then
did he really kill her just for breaking up with him? I'm daring much.
and then there's Heyman Lee's car, and Jay goes on to say two different things: that he saw the body in Jay's car, and that he saw the body in Heyman Lee's car.
Oh, okay. So one of those things is not correct.
Yeah. And my whole question is, which is started my whole suspicion on Jay in the first place when we started listening, in on the Serial podcast when I started learning about this case and things, is that if Jay was shown the body and he supposedly helped Adnan bury it, then why didn't he? Was he just in such shock that he didn't call the police or anything? Because
Yeah.
Jay
Or was
wasn't a scrawny guy either. Jay was also kind of a jock. He wasn't somebody that you would want
Okay.
to mess with. He was
Never mind. My
like
my what I was about to say would not have worked at all. So just
Did
I was
Jay get
gonna.
charged for anything?
huh?
Did Jay get charged for anything, like helping,
No.
like accomplice?
No, he got charged for nothing. He got completely let off the hook, even though he technically is an accomplice.
Yeah. So I wonder if there was some deep, like, plea deal that they're
Yeah.
just not discussing.
And that's some of the things I'm like who is paying off someone? Like someone's paying off someone to keep quiet because there's so much evidence. It was never brought up that Adnan was supposedly seen at the library at the time of her death. It was never brought up that that everyone else's testimony doesn't fit Jay's. It doesn't. They don't bring up the DNA evidence. They don't bring up the freaking lunch lady seeing Heyman Lee alone. There's a bunch of different
Wait.
little things like that.
Did they even make an attempt to interrogate the lunch lady?
I don't even know. There's no record of it. They literally
then that means
the
they did
whole case went off of Jay's testimony.
Yeah. I wonder how much of this was also racist.
Yeah, I wonder because because this is a Middle Eastern guy and Jay.
Although it was pre 9/11.
Yeah. It was before 9/11, but which is funny that you bring up the racism thing or whatever because Jay's a black guy.
Yeah.
And it's weird, but there's another point in this whole thing that I haven't brought up yet that they didn't even discuss either, that there's this other guy. Hold up. I need to bring him up. So this one guy was let off. Was oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. So there's this guy, just a few days before Heyman Lee's death, who was released from prison, who has multiple charges of beating and rape against Asian American women and other Asian women, and a lot of his physical abuse that he did was by strangulation, which is how Heyman Lee died, and he wasn't even brought up in the case. And he was later brought back into prison for strangulation of another Asian woman.
Ooh.
And he wasn't brought up. Yeah, Ronald Lee. And so there's just all these little moving parts and things, and it's very frustrating because you don't have enough evidence to really, push it on anybody. They just had to convict somebody. So so go ahead.
I'm reading another article about it. And they were saying how they found females' DNA that didn't match Lee and didn't match any of the police officers on the scene.
Yeah. And I mean, we found a picture of the forensics photo of the site before it was dug, in English, and if I'm gonna be completely honest, there's a lot of the police officers and investigators. They say, "Oh, you could barely see the body." You can see it. You can clearly see one of her thighs poking out from the dirt. And I'm not encouraging anybody to go look this up. Please don't. It's, this was purely for English and actual schoolwork, which is totally bizarre. But And that was something else that kind of bugged me because I'm like, everyone's saying, oh, it was so hard to see the body. But no, it wasn't. It was actually not that hard to see. So why are they trying to, suppress that? Why are they trying to cover that? And another thing is that, here's why, not here's why, but here's another detail. Jay supposedly had to pick up Anand from track practice. And there's that. And he was driving and Jay was driving Anand's car. Which is still bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where her car was in all of this because it's like there's no clear. I'm not seeing any clear point where freaking what's her face's car was. Heyman Lee's car. I don't. It was just like it's there.
Very strange indeed. I should not be this confused by this because I did in fact take forensics in high school.
Yeah.
But like, this is complicated.
But yeah, that's
what
just.
happened to her? She died, man.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
Yeah, what just happened? She just died. And so
She
something.
died.
Go ahead.
She died. Guys found her body. Nobody knows who it was. Then they just picked a guy.
But yeah, that's what I think what happened, and that happens sometimes. And another thing that I think, because it says that they smoked and stuff, I wonder if Jay's testimony is true in a lot of it, but that Jay actually somehow intoxicated or drugged Adnan to have certain events occur so that Jay's testimony would fit. Because there's no way, because it's just, there's so much gray area. This could not have just been off the cuff. This had to have been planned.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to go with the whole Joker theory where it's, schemers get caught. Gordon's got plans. You just do things and you don't get caught.
I'm reading too. There's somebody was saying like he was offered a plea deal to plead guilty and get 4 years jail time.
Yeah.
So why would he not take that?
Yeah.
If I murdered somebody, 4 years sounds pretty great.
Yeah. That's the other thing. He knows that he's innocent and everything. And something that was brought up while I was listening to the other podcast, the Serial podcast, when one of the leaders of that went and actually talked to Adnan, she said that he didn't feel like his presence didn't feel like somebody that could kill. Like, she described him to have like milky eyes. He was, a nice, warming man and everything. He wasn't somebody who was aggressive or someone that you would you normally be afraid of, like some of the other people that were present in the prison. And I'm like, there's certain little character bits like that's like, this just doesn't add up.
Actually, hold on. We got a good point in chat here. What if Jay is not as innocent as he seems?
Yeah, and that's what we've been saying, that I don't think Jay is innocent at all. I think that he probably is the one that did it. And if
Jay should have said something, though, whether surprised or not. Like, there's no way he was that surprised, because if he was, he would have been speechless.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's another player like in this. Some people have speculated that Heyman Lee's boyfriend at the time, Dawn, did it. Just from the statistic that it's way more common for current boyfriends to kill their girlfriends than ex-boyfriends and stuff, but it just didn't really fit in things. And that guy, he's like he's like married and has a family and stuff. So I'm like just right.
They brought out a literal statistic for that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's a pretty gnarly statistic, but it's just I'm trying to go back. I'm like reading through all these testimonies and stuff. Okay, yeah. So he left in his car. My grandmother's house was. So then you okay? Hold on. 15 years about 6 a.m. It's been what? Hay was in the trunk of her car. What happened on it? She just helped me dig the hole. Interstate blood is selling pot. Okay. Oh, another thing I haven't brought up yet. So, the body was buried at Lincoln Park, the park that was somewhat near their high school. None of these kids at this high school, they asked around, none of these kids knew where Lincoln Park was. They thought it was like an hour away, even though it's only 7 miles from the school. So, why would... So why would...
7 miles from school. That's,
And none of these kids knew about it or where it was.
Who did, though?
Nobody.
So nobody knew.
Nobody out of all the people of Adnan's friends in his circle and everything, none of them knew supposedly where the park was or where it was located. They all thought it was further away. They didn't,
Chat message where you guys talk about the Zodiac killer. Do we have that scheduled?
We can go off of that for a hot minute. Music.
Okay. Thank you, Nim, for that.
I didn't prepare any unsolved crimes. The only crimes I know have been solved.
Oh my gosh, this is such a weird... Okay. Oh my gosh, this is weird. Okay, so this is a big red flag in my opinion. This is still on this case. So the police asked, did you go to Lincoln Park immediately after agreeing to help? No. Adnan left and then returned to my house several hours later. But he said that he helped dig the pit.
So, Also, I just want to point out that, like, a little bit ago, freaking Nim, like, popped out of this channel and went to, where was it, Chill Out, I think?
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of weird.
Oh, the Zodiac Killer. Okay, well, we'll probably do another episode when I get more information on this, and then we can get more prepared on this. But I do actually want to talk about the Zodiac Killer real quick because it's so interesting.
Sure.
So I was talking about this with a couple of people. I can't remember if it was like between you guys or someone else. It was a couple of days ago, and I was talking about I'm going to be doing this Unsolved Cases kind of podcast thing for like kind of offset everything that we've been doing. Even though it's going to end in absolute chaos because we're not going to be prepared at all. We don't have scripts or anything. We're not, flushed out. We're just kind of going off the cuff and saying, screw it. But, so, something that one of my friends brought up was that they thought that the Zodiac killer at least was a mantle and not specifically a person. That they thought that that was proven, as after the conviction of the Zodiac killer, supposed Zodiac killer or whatever, other similar crimes with similar imagery and things were happening across the country, and of course, like Mono just sent. Reminding me of the letters that the Zodiac killer sent and everything. He would straight up send letters to the police and things saying what he's gonna do. And it's so. And kind of. Sorry, I need to rewind here. And so with that, and like he's basically saying what he's gonna do next to the police and everything. But even though they are sending in what they're gonna do next to the police, I think it is probably the fact that it was probably a mantle. That's a very likely scenario because they can't nail it on one person because the story doesn't line up with every single one. It might line up with one or two, but it doesn't line up with all of them.
That's the same thing with like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
They think it might have been multiple people.
Yeah. And like a cult type of deal.
Hold on. Are you controlling Nim right now?
Where's Nim?
In crew deck.
Yeah.
Now he's back.
Excuse me, what?
Okay. Huh? Hi, Nim. Nim's back, apparently.
Also, not playing anything. Why?
I don't know.
Is Nim dead? Nim is not dead.
Nim is not dead.
Silent head.
Okay. I guess that's back to normal. Anyway.
And now the Zodiac killer is a senator for Texas.
So a lot of people do think that the Zodiac killer, based upon the time period and everything, is most likely dead by now, and so that whole thing is closed. They're not going to mess with it or anything now. But it is definitely, I need to go and watch the Zodiac movie because there's so much in that where it's like, oh, it could have been this guy. Oh, I knew this guy was it, but no, it's not. It doesn't fit with these.
Oh my, okay. The talk of the letters.
Mm-hmm.
That just weird beeping coming out of Nim earlier, right?
Yeah, we did have beeping from Nim earlier, but
that could have been like more. That sounded like more.
It probably was. That's something. I'm gonna leave that up to the people rewatching this video to figure out what that was, whatever he was saying.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it myself.
Do we have a cryptic on our hands? Anyway, but yeah, the letters and everything with it seemed like it was going to be a group of killers because none of them fit the timelines of the murders perfectly. And after they did convict the first guy, other murders were happening around the country with similar imagery and symbology and stuff. Due to kills.
Symbology?
Yeah, like as in the way he killed certain people and the leaving notes and the symbols.
And the cipher was like recently solved like last year in December.
Yeah.
I've never heard that term.
Symbology?
Yeah, I never heard that term.
Interesting.
Like the X-Men in New Orleans?
Alistair?
Yeah.
Wait, Alistair doesn't kill people, he makes deals.
He also eats them.
Yeah.
That
how
too.
How do you think he kills them?
But
okay,
that is interesting. Do you guys know if the Zodiac killer killed anyone with a specific zodiac or like for certain times of the month?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, do a quick Google. I'm gonna.
Why was the Zodiac killer called the Zodiac killer? Was the first thing that popped up.
Axeman of New Orleans.
I only know of that from American Horror Story.
I only know it from Has Been Hotel. People were relating it to Alistair.
The Axeman goes, "Do you like jazz?"
Do you like jazz?
Axeman is secretly Barry B. Benson. What?
The Axeman's letter. Interesting.
Oh, he called himself Zodiac.
Hmm. He just called himself that.
He said, "This is Zodiac speaking."
Oh yeah, that's right. This is as unorganized as this is. I would love to come back another time and do another unsolved cases stream where we are a little more prepared, like where we do a little bit of studying and things, like do a little bit of
Or
homework.
just our favorite serial killers.
Yeah, heard that.
Because I love talking about H.H. Holmes, the first
Ah,
serial killer in America.
dude, I'm totally putting that down. We need to remember. But I'm not gonna end this here. We're kind of looking around. I'm gonna edit unsolved and unorganized. That's gonna be the name of this stream.
Hello, yours. Or wait, no, that's like hello.
Unsolved and unorganized. That is the name of this stream. Yes.
It's unsolved and unorganized.
So this stream is unorganized. These cases are unsolved. Because we've been covering a couple of cases that have either a lot of, or at least one specifically I brought up at the beginning. Up until now, we've been kind of going into the Zodiac killer, where it was a case where they convicted someone, but there's a lot of gray area in if that was really the right person to convict. And now we're talking about the Zodiac killer because that's really kind of an unsolved case because there's a lot of speculation around it, whether it was one person or a lot of people or yada yada yada.
Or it's Ted Cruz.
Or it's Ted Cruz. Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
excuse me, what? Where did Ted Cruz come from?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't say that because now I'm gonna worry about it.
Exactly.
Well, the thing about Ted Cruz is you never ask about Ted Cruz.
Yeah, you just don't ask.
That's
Yeah,
what
okay, thanks.
it's like Fight
Ted
Club.
Cruz was like the Zodiac killer, so therefore
Yeah.
he is.
Thanks.
the
That makes me
expert.
feel so much better.
And we just like to meme him with it because he hates
Yeah.
it.
I mean, how about
Okay.
instead of Tom Cruise, how about we just Fred Figglehorn?
Fred Figglehorn?
Hey, it's oh, actually, I can't do it. I used to be able to do it, but
Oh, I can still do the Fred.
I replaced my Fred with Stolas, so yeah.
Oh God, Fred.
Fred.
Yours can kind of get on the verge of Richard Horvitz, which is great because we gotta have a Moxie around.
Yeah, we do. Because mine sure as heck isn't good.
Jake the Reaper. I haven't heard that one.
You know,
What
for the
was I
chat,
doing again? I completely forgot what I was doing.
the chat, who is more annoying, the annoying orange or Fred Figglehorn?
Oh God. Didn't they do like a collab?
I hope not.
You're actually gonna.
I hope not. I hope that's not a thing on the internet.
I remember when Fred was on iCarly.
Oh yeah, I saw
I
that.
remember when there was a Fred Figglehorn movie announced. And I was like,
I remember when there was 3 Fred Figglehorn movies announced.
Camp, I wanna pee pee.
I actually on a what is it? On a realm that me and my friends have, there's an actual pyramid that has the slogan from Camp I Wanna Pee Pee on it.
Oh.
It's like I wanna pee pee on me, I wanna pee pee on you, I wanna pee pee on all of you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That sounds like an unsolved case to me. Captain, get on that.
What?
Get on his Minecraft world and raid it. It's like
maybe not.
Interesting.
It's like cinema sins, but instead of going and sinning cinemas, you go in and like sin Minecraft realms.
I'll have to talk to Pablo about that, but we'll see.
So, to go back on the first case that we were talking about, so the police asked if Jay was the one that called them anonymously to tip them off about Anon, and he said no. Just no. Interesting. I want to go back, listen to a recording of Jay, and then if they have the phone call on public file, to listen to that and see.
It's always so hard with like these kind of cases because like a lot of times the documentaries about them are so subjective.
Yeah.
Like they say they're not, but like they'll like not show certain evidence to keep up
Yeah.
the story of, oh well, he was innocent.
Yeah. My gosh, this is so weird. Like, they decided not to investigate this anonymous phone call, like, at all. The heck?
Very strange indeed.
Now it's got quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect murdering
Interesting.
time.
You gotta say that as Blitz, though.
Alright, I got you. It's perfect murdering time.
Perfect.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
No, we're gonna get monetized.
No!
You can't do that.
Oh.
Wow. Well, very interesting and very quiet. Well, as
Oh
Very
wait,
quiet.
Sorry,
did
I'm
we do
in-
the announcements or
well, what announcements?
the one I had about the socialization on the Discord?
Oh yeah, you can talk about that for a hot minute while I
Okay.
look up some stuff.
Okay, so basically, for those of you standing by and watching, we have been working on getting the Discord more set up for community, and if you go down to the description, you will find a place to join right now. So do that. The link's probably gonna expire, but if it does, then
Just
we'll
say
try-
something in the chat and I'll fix it.
Yeah. I hear many Discord pingings going on.
I've been muting a lot of Discord pingings.
Do you have it on only app mentions?
I like to keep up to date with some stuff, like to see what people post. But some people post way too much. Just
I like-
saying.
I like to keep things small. Maybe the occasional hi and the occasional handshake every once in a while.
Like there's certain channels that I have that I'm just at mentions. But there are other like the just chill chat, I like to not have that.
Okay, Nim, shut up. Nim, seriously, shut up. Oh, okay.
What is Nim doing?
Nim is back in crew deck for some reason.
Can you stop?
Nim,
God damn it. Did Nim just did Nim quit?
I don't know.
What is he like here?
Can
I
you
was
search
about
the
to- wait,
It's like this is trash, I'm out of here.
I thought Nim was a Jax, I thought Nim was a bot.
Don't worry about it.
You really didn't see what just happened.
Don't worry about it.
Um,
we may or may not have just uncovered a conspiracy.
We might have
Unsolved and unorganized.
the mystery of Nim.
Is not actually a robot.
Who is Nim? Who is this mystery man?
Is it a man?
Is it a woman?
It's like a Pokemon to me.
Is it a woman?
Who's that Discord user?
Who's that Discord user?
I was about to say before.
It's Nim!
Back, I was about to say.
oh, damn it!
I was about to say, oh, watch Nim come back, and it's just gonna spit out Morse code again. It looks like.
Don't let Nim hear you, because you might get what you wish for.
Can I? Not, I would prefer not to have that happen again.
Yeah.
That was freaking
Nim's
creepy.
gonna find where you live.
Yeah.
Serial killers, not serial killers.
Killers. You know.
I'm gonna kill your cereal.
He's gonna kill
I
you.
used to love watching this show on like Lifetime or Oxygen, one of those like lady
Yeah.
channels called Snapped. It was all
Yeah.
about women who snapped and killed their husbands.
Holy cow.
I actually, I've seen that.
And like one time, my dad came in while me and my mom were watching it, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we both, like, without looking at each other, just said research.
Oh no! Oh
My
no!
God.
That is
Did-
terrible. That
did
is
he slowly walk out?
Yeah.
Did he
Well,
catch
because it's
on?
like all the women get caught because they'll hide the body in like a storage unit and then not pay the storage unit.
God damn it! Everybody knows if you're gonna hide a body, you gotta pay the storage unit fee.
Do creepy pasta killers count?
I mean,
I
we
mean-
have one. We have one
No.
with us right now. I would assume.
Let's ask Nim a question. Nim, how do you
Do you want?
Nim,
Do you want to?
Nim, how are you feeling right now? Hold on, let's see if he responds.
Nim, why did my dad leave? Yeah, this is really great because
Uh-oh.
I'm actually blind, so I speak in Braille.
What? What?
Nim?
Speaking in Braille really helps. me.
Nim, are you okay?
I'm learning so much.
Nim?
Pain? Question mark? What?
Something about a shooting.
I don't know.
Little
No, that
Sally
was
fell down.
pain.
Did you say little Sally fell down the well?
Dude, why did Sally fall off the swings? Because she has no arms.
Is that like the old Valley? Oh, the Old Valley Mall.
So- So is nobody going to question the fact that Nim just spat out pain in Morse code?
Nope, we're not gonna question it.
Okay.
You know,
Too many bots on
there's
their
there's a
server.
government
Take
there's
over.
a government outpost right now just listening to like frequency waves. It's just gonna receive pain in Morse code, and they're just gonna go, what the fuck?
Pain.
Yo, what's
All I
this?
know is pain.
All I know is pain.
It's pain
I
bot.
mean,
Ever since program, I've known pain.
So cute.
It's hard being a Discord bot in a Discord server full of dysfunctional Discord users.
excuse me. There's only two of us with the degenerate role. All right. Nim
Are you
can't.
doing-
And I'm one of them.
Yes.
No, we're
I am
not
the other
doing
one.
the board.
Quidja board? No, we are not gonna do that. That is
Yeah,
something
No,
I will not
thanks.
touch.
I am not
I'm sorry,
opposed to
but-
it, it's just not practical with everybody being different.
Yeah. All
Ouija
right.
boards
Burn a-
are a
wait,
game.
can you
They're
burn
not
a
real.
Luigi board?
What?
Luigi board?
You know what?
The Quidja
You know what
board?
we should
Ouija
definitely
boards
do
are
for
made
the
by like
next stream.
Mattel.
Wait, hold on. Jax, I don't know if you want to, go through with this. Mono says, tell Nim a joke.
Tell Nim a joke. Oh.
Yeah, wait, where did
Nim go?
Oh. he...
Well, Nim's gone.
Question? Mark?
While we wait for Nim to come back,
I don't think he is coming
I
back.
think a really good idea for your next stream, Captain. What about we do one of those skits? We do a skit session.
I mean, I'm thinking about doing live performance of.
I wanted to hear. I want to hear your.
I went to
again.
We can
I
do.
went to
We can do live recording of some of the comics that we have.
yeah. I went to what is it? Viv's stream today, and there was a super chat that asked to hear the last few lines of Oh Millie live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I definitely agreed with that. I hope they did that. I didn't stick around to see it, but I hope they did that.
I hope they
I
did
was
it
kind of
too.
enjoying the stream.
I love the Oh Millie song, but you want to know what I love more than the Oh Millie song?
What, recording it?
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow!
It's like 80 to 300.
Mono is
Empire.
hold on. Mono
And
seems
Sam
very
Taylor.
disappointed about Nim leaving.
Damn it. Don't worry, Mono.
And
It's not your fault.
Nim will be like gagged and beaten and punished for his crimes against leaving.
Is he okay? His last word was pain. I don't think he's okay.
It's like that one rover that was sent to Mars that was just like it's cold and getting dark.
Yeah.
Pretty slow. Not pretty pog.
Actually, you know what? There was
This ain't poggers.
the actual first rover that's still up there, by the way. It was like having problems. So what it did was it hit itself with a shovel to try and fix itself, and it worked.
That's the equivalent of just, damn, I can't remember the question for this math test. Proceeds to bang my head against the wall. There we go. I remember it now.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
what
heard
happened.
that
It's been
when you're-
confirmed by NASA
Yeah,
as well.
Mono.
NASA fixed the rover by telling it to hit it with a shovel.
We want you to harm yourself, okay? Work.
That's literally what happened, though.
It would have been so funny if they told it to hit itself and it broke, so they pretty much just
Oh my
programmed a
gosh.
$1 billion object to break
What?
itself.
That is screwed up. I just looked up the Slenderman, the Slenderman
Oh,
stabbing.
you didn't know about that one?
No.
Oh, shit, you didn't hear about the Slenderman stabbing?
No, I was overseas, out of the
Oh.
United States, so I never heard of it.
There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
movie on it.
Yeah, there was a movie on it. It's actually, it's a horrible movie. It's absolute
There's a
trash, you know what I mean?
documentary on it that's very good. Because unfortunately, the one girl was schizophrenic, so
Mm.
Yeah.
not that schizophrenic people can't live normal, healthy lives.
This is true. They can. I've met a few.
They can.
Just ask my upstairs neighbor. Oh wait, you can't because she will never answer the door.
I had a friend, and I'm probably gonna end the stream soon and stuff. But I had a friend, and he was like, "I wish I had schizophrenia, so I could just turn it on and off at times, so I can be high without the side effects. Just turn on schizophrenia and just like see dragons and then turn it off."
No.
But yeah, I've never heard of the Slenderman stabbing before. That's really interesting. I'll definitely
Yeah,
look into that.
It is dope.
Yeah,
as
on
hell.
HBO there was a documentary on it. It was really good. Like it went
Yeah.
really into detail.
Yeah, I'll definitely look more into that. That's really cool. Thank you for bringing that up, Mono. I've never heard of it. But with this unsolved and unorganized stream, which for some reason has an and not an and.
What you just? I just noticed that as well.
Yeah.
Before we end the stream though, there's just been a lot of stuff happening in America right now.
Yeah.
So if you can donate to like AAPI, the Asian American Pacific Islanders
Oh, yeah.
organization,
Definitely.
Yeah, because the situation that happened in Georgia is just horrible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely heard that.
So if you want to be a noteworthy citizen and earn everyone's commendation, donate.
Yeah, so head over, find places
Every
where you can
dollar
help.
you donated $1.
For
This
every
is
dollar
true.
you donate, we will plant 100 trees in Africa in your name.
Not promising that. You will have donated $1.
I do not approve this message of planting 100 trees in Africa for every dollar. I do not.
You're gonna be better than you're gonna grow a forest faster than Mr. Beast.
No, I do not approve this message.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. For every
But you
dollar
should donate.
there will be
But you should
trees.
donate. All right.
Yeah, that's not happening either. I'm sorry.
We'll send a spaceship to come pick you up.
That is definitely not happening.
Yeah, definitely not happening.
Hold on.
Alright, holding.
All right, I'm holding.
I just messaged Nim in quote unquote Nim's language. I'm going to assume that Morse code is Nim's language. I don't know what he typed.
Morse code, just sign language for deaf people. I mean blind people.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, actually. Huh.
But yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably end the stream off here and everything. I'm kind of tired. I still have some homework that I need to do. But yeah, we'll try next time we do something like this. We'll try and make it a little more organized so that, it's a little bit more entertaining and not unsolved and unorganized or unorganized mysteries, just unsolved ones. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video, whether it's a comic dub or video games or whatever these jokers are putting out, whatever they want to do. See you all later.
Yeah. Oh.
Bye.
Goodbye. Nim has responded? Question mark.
No.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I don't know what this means. If someone wants to translate that.
Just don't worry
Now,
about it.
now Nim's in stream chat.
Don't worry about it.
What? Wait, can I drag Nim?
Don't worry. No, don't.
Drag him.